Alright, so we just done watching the October update stream, and it's time for me to do a recap, because I know you guys don't want to sit through them talking about Japanese tournament that you wouldn't be able to participate anyway. So first, I'm gonna start with the NT update stuff, which will be live on Thursday this week. Yep, October 18, very soon. Kam'lanaut or Kam'lanaut if you want to be boring, DLC will be available that day. Same as usual, the character will come with 2 alternate color and 2 alternate weapon, while the second costume and 4th weapon will be sold separately. I have his moveset video up and ready, you can check that out. Well, those are the stuff you need to pay. For the free update, we finally got an Insomnia Stage from Final Fantasy 15. Took a while to come here. You can check out my thought on this stage in this video. A new story cutscene that includes Kam'lanaut will be here. Similar to Wayne, it's probably gonna take place during the main story, and you can have a battle with him there. 8 new soundtrack that was announced last month will also be available inside the shop, so you can get that with in-game money. So yeah, it's a free update, not a DLC. I have a preview of those 8 soundtrack here, you can listen to that. Some EXQ buffs and nerfs that was also announced like last month. And lastly, we got an improvement to a spectator mode in lobby match. It has quicker and better button layout, and an additional option for a wider and free camera shot. So yeah, a feature mostly for tournament purposes, but it is nice to have. It also does remind me of theater mode from Duodecim. And that's all for the NT update this Tuesday. Next up is a character judgment that will be applied to the arcade tomorrow. Yep, October 16, Tuesday. The overall character change that will probably be applied to NT on November are as follows. Warrior Blight EXQ Holy Chain got some major nerf. If he getting hit by any HP attack, and the Holy Chain debuff that he inflict on the enemy will disappear. So yeah, now there are a way for you to cancel this taunt ability. Villain got a huge buff for all of his bravery attack. He got a damage buff for pretty much every move in his arsenal. Well, aside from his dash attack, a chain move, but even that got a lot more utility. Before you can only cancel chain move to a soul slash, but now you can cancel to any mid-air bravery attack, which means you can land his protocol dive a lot easier. So yeah, Furion got a huge buff here. Capcom got some mixed bag between buffs and nerfs. He can only place 1 fake core at a time instead of 2. Poison debuff and imp debuff in his Heartless Angel got duration nerf, but his Twilight HP attack is easier to cancel though. And then Renoa got a huge change in a lot of her attack. Her neutral got more maximum range and have better tracking, but got nerfed in terms of vertical range. Angelo Rush is a lot faster to cancel and have more range to boot. Both of her forward aerial attack has a tiny bit less range, but come out faster, have more vertical range, and have a bigger hitbox. In Angel mode, her Holy come out faster and she can also glide while casting it. Same thing with her flare attack, she can also glide now. And speaking of her Angel mode, her HP attack got a little bit of revamp to compensate for her Angel form. Basically all of her HP attack aside from Wishing Star is a bit better during Angel mode. Her Meltdown got increased range by 5 during Angel mode. And also for both versions she can dodge cancel her charge. Apocalypse got increased range by 7.5 in Angel mode. And then come to the almighty Meteor, which is finally got nerfed. You're gonna see less people spamming it now. Probably. Its range got reduced by 4 meters, which is the main reason why people are spamming it. And in Angel mode it increased her range by 5 meters. Slightly better than before, but still can't spam it due to Angel mode. And finally we got a character rework, which we only got 1 this time, which is kinda disappointing. But again, for many people, this is a big one. Mother freaking Cloud. Okay, so aside from better visual effects overall, what kind of change did Chocobo Head got then? Well, pretty much all of his attack got quite a number of tweaks. Sonic Break and Slashing Ball become way faster. It also have longer direct distance. The first hit have a different hitbox, which I think it has less range than before. It does feel like they want to change Cloud into a Vanguard and Assassin hybrid, which I will go more into that later. His climb has become faster. His Blade Beam AoE attack got some change in terms of hitbox, from a cone shape into a very small rectangle in front of him. But his fully shot projectile deal a lot more damage though. His forward aerial braver got nerfed freaking hard. I mean, he got increased range and faster cancel time, but it's slightly slower, the shockwave is smaller, and the damage is no longer freaking ridiculous. No longer 80 damage multiplier depend on the height, which result in one dunk can deal almost 600 or 700 damage. Now it has a basic 16 multiplier damage. Finishing touch is also faster, both in terms of animation and projectiles, but it's no longer have a ridiculous range when fully charged, and also there's no absorb effect. And his dash attack, speeding dive have a bit more range to it in the second hit. Now aside from auto chain, I forgot to mention about the charge mechanic and damage overall. Every attack got some damage decrease a little bit for every charge level, but during the limit break it will increase the damage compared to the base damage before. A charge mechanic doesn't give Cloud that much damage boost as before, but the charge time is less than before. This applies to both bravery attack and HP attack that he can charge. Speaking of HP attack, most of them got quite a number of change. Claw Slash is faster and has more range during a second and third hit, but it had less range during the first hit and lower vertical range. Also, it no longer have Boardcast vertical hitbox. Meteor Rain is changed from a slow moving projectile with really good tracking into a pretty fast projectile with low tracking. No wonder why Renault on Meteor got nerfed, Cloud freaking steal it from her. But still, despite being pretty fast and has a decent range, but the Meteor is pretty small, so it doesn't have much range on the side, so it might be pretty easy to dodge. And oh boy, this is a good one. Remember that Cherry Blossom man? You know that HP attack that has a global range, but it takes hell of a long time to charge, and it's super predictable? Now it's no longer have global range, but it's still pretty complicated on how it works. I'm not certain about this, but it seems like if the opponent is moving out of range, the charge will be cancelled automatically. But despite the reduced range, it's made up by way shorter charge time and the ability to glide. And finally, the almighty Omni Slash got some range increase in no limit break version. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. Okay, that's not all of it. Pretty much every HP attack that have their damage change. And Limit Break Omni Slash got nerfed quite a bit. But still, that's not all they change about him though, because his Limit Break ability also got a big overhaul. It's no longer have a small defense buff, but instead increase every attack base damage, which I already talked about that. But aside from usual reducing charge time, it got quite a different mechanic overall. During the Limit Break, the last hit of his bravery attack will extend the duration of Limit Break buff. However, the last hit of the HP attack will instantly delete that limit break buff. So it's pretty much like the actual limit break, when you spend the entire limit gauge when you use a limit break attack. So yeah, it's kinda nice touch. Still, I'm kinda curious about the limit break cooldown and duration though. Due to the chain, I feel like the cooldown should be lower. Also, one more thing about limit break, it actually improved his HP attack, similar to Warrior of Light HP attack plus. Claw Slash will get a really high poise frame during the attack. A Meteor Rain falling pattern is changed in the way that it increases the hitbox on the side. Also, both Claw Slash and Meteor Rain can dodge cancel out of charge super freaking fast. Like, look at this, you can cancel this thing all freaking day. Cherry Blossom get a full invincibility frame during the attack, and Omni Slash, well, the same thing as before, nothing changed there, aside from damage. All in all, similar to Furion and Squall Rework, I feel like they want to speed up Cloud attack overall but reduce his damage. Since his character is so offensive focused, they change him in the way to let him quickly punish the opponent but doesn't deal as ridiculous damage as before. But still, the limit break can potentially make him stronger than before. We will see how well that goes when he drops in the arcade, which will probably be right now. Anyway, that's all for the update that matters. See you this Tuesday where I can finally get some taste on Kam'lanaut nuts.